Good afternoon. My name is Eric Lundy. I am a graduate candidate at Aspen University in Denver, Colorado. In this video, we will be discussing human capital and its effectiveness in the workplace and how human capital can be developed. We will begin with defining human capital. Human capital is defined as people's knowledge, technical skills and attitudes, and social skills as assets to human enterprise. It's basically saying what you are able to do, what skills, what knowledge are you able to bring to the enterprise or to an organization. It is argued that human capital is a financial investment into one's future as well as the economic development of one's community. Some theorists state that human capital is the sole difference between affluence and poverty, and an investment in human capital from an early age has the ability to decrease and eventually eliminate poverty in underserved communities. However, other theorists have presented the idea that human capital is a push to conserve and build an elitist society centered around maintaining wealth and influence in the hands of the powerful. The next question that we'll address is how human capital can be used positively in a work setting. Human resources available to an organization are forms of human capital that are viewed as potentially highly valuable assets that can increase or decrease in value over time. So these are assets that can appreciate or depreciate depending on their development. The most effective way to promote greater effectiveness and to use human capital positively is to create and promote a strong organizational culture. This means that developing the knowledge and skills of employees is key to increasing their value, while not developing these knowledge and skills can end up decreasing their value. Now we're going to talk about how human capital can be developed. It begins with developing the culture or the norms, values, and beliefs that are united under the goal of organizational effectiveness. In a school setting, it can be done through professional development, through the empowerment of leadership, as well as the inclusiveness in the professional development process. This means that those that are being professionally developed should have some decision making or influence on the decision making as to what they are learning and how they're being developed. The focus of professional development should be relevant and continuous with an organizational and individual focus. What that means is it needs to relate to what the individual does in their job description and how their job description affects the operations on a daily basis, and in general, how it contributes to the goals of the organization. It also needs to be continuous, so it needs to carry on throughout the school year. So there should be some type of professional development going on all the time throughout the school year. And it should have an organizational focus as well as an individual focus. It should focus on how can this professional development better the individual and increase their value as an individual, and how can those increases in value then contribute to the organizational increase in value and the organizational structure, as well as success and effectiveness. And finally, let's talk about how to build an organizational culture in the workplace. I think it begins with clearly communicating the vision, the values, and the goals of the school, and then by following up with action that deliberately supports the vision, values, and goals. It is not enough to communicate the vision, but the vision must be acted out. I believe that with the leader, the vision lives and dies. And so if the leader actively promotes the vision in every aspect of what they do and every activity throughout the day, they can create buy-in from the staff. I think putting systems in place to emphasize the desired outcomes and to set the course on that path would require involvement and buy-in from all employees. Consistency in working towards the vision and within the systematic values is also key to developing the organizational culture that is desired. So clearly defining the staff's commitment and building the relationships to earn their loyalty to the organization would begin with involving them in the decision-making process, giving them the power and the voice to be able to contribute ideas to the decisions that affect them on a daily basis in the workplace. Those are my thoughts on human capital. Thank you for your time and attention.